Hello, my name is Emily Smith, and I am presenting the actions and strategies for the Southeast Alaska Salmon Habitat Sustainability Plan. All of the blue lines in this satellite image represent habitats to anadromous fish throughout Southeast Alaska. There are many factors affecting the productivity of these habitats, including climate change and ocean acidification. For the context of this assignment, this plan focuses on locally controlled variables such as fishing regulations and habitat accessibility. Southeast Alaska is fully reliant on healthy salmon populations as an economic and sustenance resource. This is why our vision is to facilitate sustainable salmon populations for social, economic, and cultural support for all Alaskans. For management alternatives, the first management alternative, if need be, would be to increase commercial fisheries closures. Alaska Department of Fish and Game can limit weekly openers to 2 to 3 days per week, especially during peak times for king and coho salmon runs, to allow more unobstructed times for those species to reach spawning areas. Alaska Department of Fish and Game can also rotate closures per area, more frequently allowing specific areas to receive unimpeded traffic. Another management alternative would be to further regulate and monitor human involvement. The reduction of human disturbance in salmon spawning areas can be implemented through the limitation of access to foot traffic from fishermen. Human involvement can also reflect salmon habitat in a positive manner through monitoring accessibility for obstructions and low water and creating passageways for spawning areas as needed. Success criteria would be measured on stakeholder involvement and progression towards objectives. Stakeholder involvement can be observed through attendance of biweekly meetings until objectives and strategies are clear and concrete. Stakeholder participation will also be apparent through their involvement monitoring and implementation of alternatives and actions if needed. The progression towards objectives will be measured through identification of immediately threatened habitats, identification of criteria, void and successful habitat areas, receiving cooperation from recreational fishermen to include more conclusive reporting of catch at the end of season. Community participation will also be a large representation of success because education due to the general population will be the main contribution to limiting destruction of habitat through pollution. This is the list of references used, and this concludes the actions and strategies for the Southeast Alaska Salmon Habitat Sustainability Plan.